Okay. So welcome everyone for joining our Cohort 3 Arewa Data Science Fellowship. We are happy to have you here, which we believe this will be an exciting journey for you to data science, machine learning. Not only that, but also your personal development, because in this journey, you learn a lot of other stuffs. So for example, how to write in science, how to use GitHub, how to create a personal website, how to create your CV, how to use LaTeX. In fact, at the end of this fellowship, we will provide you with a lot of support after learning. For example, we can provide recommendation letters, a lot of other activities that will do that. This Arewa Data Science Fellowship uh, has been supported in one way or the others by Google Research. We also have partnership with DataCamp and also House NLP. As you may be aware of what is DataCamp, DataCamp provide us with free learning material where our fellows can use all the contents available in data camps to learn more. We'll discuss more about this when you finish this Python. House NLP is a research group by we, the founders for Arewa Data Science, where what you learn in this cohort, which will be like machine learning, data science, you'll be able to join us at House NLP, where we do research related to Hausa natural language processing. Some of us here may not know what is Hausa. So Hausa is one of the language in Nigeria. And in fact, Hausa is second most spoken, largest most spoken language in Africa after Swahili. In fact, this is debatable because some say Hausa is widely spoken more than Swahili. Swahili is ranked as first because it has been used as national language in other country. Yeah, what is Arewa? Popularly in Nigeria, we have two parts in Nigeria. We have southern part, we have the northern part. The northern part is called Arewa. And this academy, was, a kind of brain behind creating these is to kind of bridge the gap of, skills we have for Arewa youth, where we literally understand there is huge disparity, huge gap in these skills of machine learning and data science. That's how it, comes into being that we create this community where we can freely teach and give support to our youth. However, we are not now literally using only the youth in Arewa, but we expand in other part of Nigeria. But also, I can see some of you guys here, they are not only in Nigeria, but also other part of which we are happy for people to join. But originally, it's good to give you the historical background, why Arewa Data Science, why the name, and how it has so you also see we have cohort 3.0, right? We do have cohort 1, we do have cohort 2, where we recently concluded about those, and I will talk a little bit about that. This cohort is called cohort 3 because this is the third cohort we are working on. So we all know what is data science. If you don't know what is data science, you might know what is data, right? Now every day we use data is becoming more expensive, more than the gold in a way. That's why they call data is the new oil, because it brings a lot of fortune. You can get money and other stuff. As we know, oil countries with oil, they are one of the at the forefront of economic stride, but also now the data is one of those things. That's why it's important for us to learn data science and related skills. That's it. But as I said, data science and machine learning can be used to make decisions. So, for example, data science can be used to predict the weather. Data science can be used, and machine learning can be used to predict the brain cancer. If you have a cancer, you have a cancerous part, data science, machine learning, and deep learning can be used to do that. In fact, data science, machine learning can be used also to predict which match between Manchester and Real Madrid, who are gonna win. All those kind of predictions can be used with all these skills. But we'll discuss a lot about this in our stuff. So who we are a community of, enthusiasts. We want to empower marginalized groups to their full potential. We offer free learning skills in data science and machine learning, just to see that these marginalized group, they reach their potential. We also do some kind of workshop related to this. We all do this free. It's community of volunteers. Everyone can come volunteer. Even you, if you have some skills that you want to share with the community, we're happy to have that. Some of the community members, for example, that they finish their first cohort and second cohort. Now they are they are the mentors now here. So this is just community where everyone can come and help or support anyone. But yeah, even if it is community, how it started. So there are a few people that come together and think, okay, let's come together and support this one. Who are these people that came together and started this journey? So these are the, one of the objectives, learning key tips. I would discuss this, learning basic data science, machine learning, learning key tips for conducting research mentorship. Maybe you are doing your master's or you are doing your PhD. We will teach you skills to do research. When you finish end to end from this basic to the end, we will offer a lot of such skills. Why? Because we understand this is a needed skills, and we undergone this kind of process. We among us, we have PhD in machine learning. We have PhD in the related, relevance. We have the relevant skills, so we can offer this advice. But these are the three people that came together to start this, Arewa. We have Dr. Ibrahim, who is currently a postdoctoral researcher at Northeastern University. Who is currently a researcher at Northeastern University in US. We have Dr. Idris here with us, who is also a postdoctoral fellow at University of Pretoria, South Africa. And myself as well, I'm teaching staff at Bayero University, and at the same time right now, I'm Google DeepMind Academic Fellow at Imperial College London. So three of us, you can see, we have the relevant skills that you cannot say we cannot deliver, and all of us, our PhD is in machine learning related to that. For example, for me, I did my PhD in area of machine learning, which is sentiment analysis. So we can give support, one in machine learning, two in research skills, three we can give support in writing skill, number four we can give support in mentorship. If you want to ask, how can I, which path should I do, what can I study, I want to do my research, but just or I need a reference letter to apply for scholarship. All those things we provide support to our fellows. But mind you, we provide support to the fellows that successfully finish our program, and we understand they have the skills. Not everyone that come, okay, and say he wanna, let's give him some stuff. I'm not sure if Dr. Ibrahim is here to say one or two words to our fellows. Dr. Ibrahim, are you here? Just say hi. Okay, Dr. Ibrahim is not here. Dr. Ibrahim, can you just say hi to the fellows? Despite you already made the okay, okay, just hi. Okay, so Dr. Dis is here with us, and he does the introduction as well. Dr. Ibrahim is not here with us. So these are the skill sets we have among the core team members, but we also have our mentors in this fellowship. So you can see some of our mentors we have. In fact, some of our mentors here, you can see they are our fellows. So for example, these are not the complete mentors we have, but this is just like, we don't have space to put all of them, so for example, you can see we have Babangida, who is also one of our mentors. He also a fellow from, RODS Cohort 1.0. We have this, Kabila is also a mentor right now, but he's also from, so we have a lot of, and this is our program manager, Abdul Jalil, and these are the people. We have Lukman also is also our mentor. We also have Mustafa, who is also our super mentor for deep learning. So these are teams, people that come together to support you along the journey. But these are not the all people. I just put some few people here, but just to make sure to let you know that we have mentors in this stuff. Yeah. So this is our website. You may be aware of this website. If you are not aware of the site, please do visit our website to see what we do. So, for example, if you visit our website, you can see about us, the courses we do, Python, machine learning, deep learning. This you can see some of the mentors here. You can see some of the fellows here. If you click this, you can see mentors, fellows in Cohort 1 and Cohort 2. These are some blog posts we have, and you can follow us on Twitter and in Twitter, you can follow us. And these are some of our collaborators, as I mentioned. We have DataCam, Global Research, House NLP. We work toward, okay. It all started with Cohort 1. So this is the first time when we started doing Arewa data science. You can see this Cohort 1. And among these Cohort 1 are now part of the mentors. It is really incredible to see how far we have gone as well and how impact we have. Some of these Cohort now, some of them they are in US, they got scholarships, some of them they got jobs, everyone with different experience. So we are happy to that. You can see here when we are here and Cohort 1, but we also move into we have a success story. For example, these are our Cohort 1 participant where they participated in Cohort AI hackathon, globally, worldwide participation in hackathon, and they won a prize of $800. You can see this is some of our fellows had and they went and compete globally. Some of our fellows here, we have Lukman, we have Fatima, we also have Babangida. I would like to call some of our fellows here just to, give us 1 or 2, just a bit of talk about their experience, what they have learned, and what they can tell you about this fellowship. I would like to call the first one, Lukman here, to just, talk to us about his experience and what he can tell you about this. Lukman, can you talk to us, please?
Hello, good evening. So, thank you for the opportunity. I would like to speak about my journey with Arewa Data Science. I started as a fellow with the first cohort where we did Python, machine learning, and deep learning with PyTorch. And then I tried to attend all the meetings, and with active participation, I transitioned to a mentor and participated in different initiatives. And for a brief of research achievements I was able to get with Arewa Data Science, I had the opportunity to co-author about 5 research papers so far, and I have 2 in the pipeline, all because of my membership. And then I collaborated on different projects, and one of our papers was inspired by participation in the Cohort AI hackathon, where we came second. And participation in that hackathon strengthened our knowledge, and I have to say it's totally because of the mentorship we had in Arewa Data Science. I remember we had several meetings, and Dr. Idris was very impactful during that time. And then with the membership in Arewa Data Science and the learning we had, I became a moderator at deeplearning.ai forum since last November. And then I'm also a mentor for the TensorFlow Developer Professional Certificate. So we learned PyTorch during our Deep Learning with PyTorch Fellowship. And then I was able to still utilize the learnings I had to be the mentor for the TensorFlow Developer Professional Certificate. And then also Deep Learning in Dava 2024, I applied and were able to get full funded with the flights and accommodation. So all these are part of the successes we had because of our participation in this Arewa Data Science Academy. So I'll just give a few advices to the new fellows. You should have goals from the start. Try and engage from the beginning. Make sure you participate as much as you can and show up every day. Even when you're not seeing the progress, make sure you build streaks, like you do something every day, and then take advantage of the opportunities, the mentors you see, and all the other opportunities that you can possibly get. For instance, the data camp access, I was able to learn a lot of things from Python, R, and other things. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Lukman. Indeed, Lukman is one of the finest fellow. We are happy and also impressive with his performance and progress. And I do hope, some of us here, Lukman, you can connect. You can drop Lukman your LinkedIn, and the fellows that are interested can connect with you. You can drop your LinkedIn chat. The next one, they said, what man can do, a woman can do, right? So we have our amazing fellow, Fatima Muhammad. She's also one of the finest fellow for all this fellowship. She's also a great mentor. Fatima, can you give us one or two words about your experience, and also, one or two advice to our new fellows?
All right. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. My name is Fatima Muhammad Adam. I also happens to be one of the pioneers in Arewa Data Science first cohort. To be honest, Arewa Data Science community is a kind of community where whatever, let's say, the stage I'm right now, Arewa Data Science contributed a lot towards improving my programming skills, my research skills. I also get opportunity a lot towards what I have been mentored by the mentors of Arewa Data Science. Especially when I apply, I get a lot of opportunities of attending conferences, fully funded conferences. Like the just recent one we attended, Deep Learning Indaba, which is fully sponsored by the Indaba, just because we are also part of this great community. They check into our profile, they see what we have been doing so far, the coding stuff, the writing, the research, and the progress we have been made so far. And one of the things apart from that, we also get opportunity to participate in Ideathon during the Indaba conference, which we got the third position. That is, the Arewa team members got the third position. We are lucky to receive a grant of $150 all in all, which is a great opportunity to us. Then the advice I would like to give especially goes to the females. I know coding is a kind of challenging journey as a female. Mostly we don't usually dedicate our time to write codes, especially when we are not in tech field. We are just trying to cope with the way the community and the world is going. But I will urge you to first have a solid goals at hand, that you will make it and you will reach to a certain level that you will not even notice that you have reached that level until some opportunities comes to our way. That's one. And another thing is whenever you have any challenge, feel free to communicate with any of the mentors directly via DMs or communicate maybe via direct message or in the group, especially the ladies. I think joining Arewa Data Science is a great choice you people have made, and a choice that will make your life better in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So this year we have, because we do understand that the ratio or percentage of female to male is really skewed, meaning that we have less participation from females. So this year we come with another opportunity where we will have like a kind of separate way to mentor females to make sure they succeed. And we'll discuss this. And I hope we'll have Fatima to lead us on this, like, how to encourage the female and other stuff. But we'll discuss this along the way to make sure that we do this. Thank you. Also, Fatima, she made mention she has traveled to several conferences. She published papers, which is also awesome. Right. The next one, I will invite Babangida to also talk to us about his experience. And yeah, Babangida.
Thank you, sir. My name is Babangida Sani, and I would like to welcome all the invited followed to our esteemed colleagues. And I look forward to achieve great things together. When I was part of this Arewa data science as first growth, and when I joined the Arewa data science, I just think Arewa data science was about learning data science and machine learning, but they proved me wrong. It was far beyond that. During my time at Arewa data science, the mentors and tutors did their best to keep us with both hard and soft skills.
So I think Babangida, we have network challenge from your end. We cannot hear you fully. Yeah, so maybe where we
can you hear me now?
Okay, we can hear you.
My name is Babangida Sani. I'm part of the first cohort of Arewa data science. When I first joined Arewa data science, I thought Arewa data science was
Babangida, you are still breaking. What we can do is maybe you can change your position or something like that. We can come back to you, but right now the thing is breaking. Yeah, maybe you can change your position or something if you are in better position where you have better reception. We can do that. But I also have here with me, we have Aminu Hamza Nababa. Aminu, are you with us here?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay. Fatima, if you can drop your LinkedIn, the colleagues, female can connect with you. That would be great. Also, Nababa, if you can give us a few 1 or 2 minutes about the experience and something, talk to us, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Doctor, for having the opportunity. Well, first of all, my name is Aminu Hamza Nababa.
We still have the same issue with you.
I know. I'm saying that first of all, my name is Aminu Hamza Nababa, popularly known as Alamin, and I am one of the Cohort 1 fellows of Arewa Data Science Academy, where we participate in very kind of life-changing project where we, got the opportunity to learn a lot of things in data science, Python programming, a lot of things. So what I will say here is that to the new fellows of Cohort 3 members, the thing is we have to be dedicated actually, because of we can't learn by not showing up every day. That is, we have to put commitment and have a determination, something to achieve. Always we have to be looking forward to have a great things in life. I assure you that if you kind of totally commit to yourself in this kind of very life-changing opportunity, of course you will have a life-changing. Of course your life will be changed. Thank you so much, Doctor. Bye for now.
Yeah, so you will have opportunity to connect with all the mentors in our Telegram. So they will be there supporting you, answering questions and other stuff. Yeah, so, okay, Babangida, can you talk if you can be able to do that now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go on.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. It's from my earpiece. Good afternoon, all. My name is Babangida Sani, and I would like to welcome all the newly selected fellows to our esteemed community, and I look forward to achieving great things together. I was part of this great community. And during my time, I thought Arewa data science was just about learning data science and machine learning. But they proved me wrong because it's far beyond that. We was equipped with hard and soft skills during our time, from creating a personal website to taking various courses in Coursera, like learning how to learn and writing in designs. Those two courses make us valuable in academic, and also we write research papers during my time at Arewa Data Science. That's the first time I start writing paper in 18. And again, I participated in global hackathon called Cohort AI hackathon, where we won second position and won 800 USD dollar together with 2,000 Cohort AI credit. We also get the opportunity to be exposed with global scholarship opportunities where our mentors guide us to fill the form, write personal statement. And unfortunately to me, I got a scholarship where I am now studying in India. The advice I would like to give the fellow is that to dedicate your time. I know coding is challenging, and maybe majority of the fellow are new in the field. When you are having any challenges, feel free to talk to the mentors. I can remember I talked to Dr. Shamsuddin around like 5 a.m. and he responded. We spent like 2 hours solving a problem together. And when I finished that, he asked me to write a blog post about the issue and how to rectify it. And I did that, and it gave a lot of people. Thank you all for the opportunity to speak in this esteemed program.
All right, so it has taken us a lot of time, but it's good to hear from other people, their experience, what they have done, and challenges, and who they are. Thank you, Babangida. Babangida is currently now in India doing his masters, and I do believe he's doing great. He is pursuing his masters related to machine learning and data science. So now from cohort 1, we finished cohort 1 and moved to cohort 2. Cohort 2 is where we recruited a lot of people from cohort 1 to help us serve as mentors because we are only 3 and we wanted to expand. During that time, we in cohort 1, most of the people that we recruited, they are from Kano, Kaduna, and Waseba. But we said we want to expand to all other parts, and we had a lot of people from Arewa, from Nigeria, and some, in fact, they are from Ghana, from other part of Nigeria. I mean, outside of Nigeria, they join us, and you can see the distribution for that. Also, one of the challenge we had in our first cohort was in cohort 1, we have only 13.5% of female. And then in cohort 2 that we recruited, we had increase of female, which rose to 18.4% of female, which is really, really great, but we can do better, right? That's our intention. We can do better to make sure that, the percentage or, the margin is a little bit not that large, but you can see here the percentage is way much larger. So our intention now is to make sure that the females participation. We don't have right now the statistic of the females, the state, but you'll be receive an email within the week to, we want to collect all those data to make sure that we have fellows, is representative. And then we do have a very good graduation ceremony for our second fellows. You can see this is our fellows. You can see here we have Dr. Idris here. We have Dr. Ibrahim here, myself here. We flew all the way from, our various parts. Dr. Idris flew from South Africa to Nigeria. Dr. Idris Ibrahim flew from USA to Nigeria. I flew from London to Nigeria to witness the graduation of our fellows. You can see these are fellows. These are not the only fellows, but those that were opportune to go attend the graduation ceremony. We have a large number of graduates. You can see from here, we have only 3 fellows, female. These are them. You can see, of course, the distribution of the male and female is skewed, but we want to, bridge this gap. That's a, student. You can see them, those fellows of cohort 2, and we do hope a lot of you guys will also, bridge from these starting points to the next end of machine learning. You can see some of the certificate here. We have the Idris giving the certificates to the fellow. We know some of you here are not from Nigeria. That's fine. But we do not expect you to attend our graduation. But this is something cool. We value that to have connection with our fellows, to see one another, to put faces to the names we have been seeing. It's quite something remarkable to see these faces. You only talk to people over the screen, but it's good to put faces to the name. You can see also Dr. Ibrahim giving the certificate to one of our fellow, but also one of the, just a little bit, because we don't have time, these are second fellows team that, some of the success story. This is our fellow that got admission to Russia. In Russia, currently he's in Russia. This is also a fellow that got admission MSc in South Africa. This is just, we don't have much time to, tell you a lot about the success story, but along the way you'll hear. So these our fellows we are really proud of their success and what they have achieved. This is also one of our success story of our fellows. This is Lukman, this is Fatima, this is Alamin as well. Not Alamin that spoke. We met at Deep Learning in Indaba. Deep Learning in Indaba is one of the fellowship. It's one of the machine learning community for African machine learning. And our fellows apply for these to attend this fellowship, and they got fully sponsored in Senegal. So here is our fellowship. Is our we with the fellows in Senegal, where we attended Deep Learning in Indaba, where it took like 1 week or so to do that. So it's fully sponsored and something like that. Now, this is all about what we have been doing about first cohort, second cohort. Let's dive into what you'll be learning at the end of the day when you complete. So this is the curriculum. So what will you be learning at Arewa Data Science? Right now, you have been accepted as, Python, introduction to Python, all the stuff, but we have much more than Python. The journey starts with Python. We can see we have, we have Python, we have data science, machine learning, we have deep learning, right? So the first thing we, teach to our fellows is what we call, Python. We introduce Python, learn Python, then we move on to data science, machine learning, and then we move on to deep learning. Previously, what we do is that we start with data science, machine learning, but now we understand that a lot of people, they started this journey. They are not from computer science background. They don't know how to program, so we cannot jump in directly. So that's why now we have something dedicated only for learning Python. And when we finish this learning Python, then we move into the data science. And when you finish the data science, machine learning, then we move to the deep learning. These are the 3 core concepts that you learn, apart from, soft skills. Soft skills, for example, what is the best way to learn? How to write your own website, how to learn LaTeX, how to, know how to write very well, how to, use GitHub repository. All these soft skills, we have them called getting started, and we teach you how to do all this stuff along the way. Our promise is to teach you from the ground to expertise. At the end of this day, we do help you learn. And what we always want to have is, at the end of the day, when you learn some skills, come back to us and also support other learners. Be a mentor. Answer some questions in the Telegram community, and so that people can learn. That's all what we want at the end of the day. This is a fellowship structure. This is the old fellowship structure. We're gonna adopt some other stuff. So the first thing is, we do understand that a lot of people struggle to learn. Why? Because someone is, oh, I'm not talented, I cannot learn, this is too much, it's difficult, or if I learn, I forget, or I don't learn easily. But the problem is that the way you learn how to walk, the way you learn how to speak, you learn it by doing, right? You learn it, by exploring. But also learning how to even learn best way, there is a way to do that. So we miss all these, essential skills when we started our journey. For example, at undergraduate students, you haven't been taught how to learn. All you need to do is just learn to class, enter class. They teach you chemistry, they teach you mathematics. You don't even know what are the strategies to effectively learn so that you don't forget, so that you learn easily, so that so there are a lot of strategies. This is what we call learning how to learn. So our fellows, what we did, we asked them, we enrolled them into online course in Coursera, which is taught from Stanford University. And at the end of the day, they learn a lot, how to learn, how to do what we call active recall, how to, So for example, that is what we call generally forgetting curve. So if you learn something today and you learn it very well, right? And you don't practice it tomorrow. The next day you don't practice, the other day you don't practice. Definitely in the next 1 week or two, you'll forget it. But the strategy to learn those concepts is if you learn it today, then practice it tomorrow. Like just revise it. Practice it the next day. You know what I mean? Like practice the way you practice today, tomorrow, it will now stick into part of your memory so that you'll not forget it. But when you just learn it today and you say, oh, I learned this one, and you just forget it, it will just go. So these are some of the strategies that you learn in this course. Like, how can you best learn so that you will, learn? So unfortunately, I do understand now at that point, Coursera provide free course. We ask our fellows to apply for scholarship in Coursera to learn. But now we understand that Coursera make it like one has to pay like 10% to do these courses. But we will explore how we can, we'll explore how we can best explain this, support you on this, or if you will not be able to do that. Then we undergo Python. In this Python, our fellows learn Git, they learn GitHub, they learn Bash, other stuff. And then we also do another learning, writing in science. So in Coursera still, we ask our fellows to go and do one course called Writing in Science from Stanford. All our fellows, when they finish this learning how to learn, they will get certificate. When they finish this writing in science, the thing is, when you want to learn, one of the key things that makes you to learn and stick to your memory is to teach it to other people. So what we ask our fellows naturally is that if we teach them something today, we ask them, go and write a blog post, what you learn. If you learn how to use Git, go and write blog. So while you go and try to write blog posts about, you understand, oh, I understand this. Oh, I didn't understand. Then you go back and send more and, all those. So before you write, we want you to know how to write excellently. So this course, Writing in Science, teach you how to write excellently. It's also in Coursera. We also teach you how to write, CV, how to write LaTeX, how to, graduate application. In fact, one of the interesting things is that, unfortunately, in our Cohort 2, we didn't teach our fellows how to write LaTeX. But our Cohort 1, we teach our fellows how to write LaTeX. You may not know what is LaTeX, but it's kind of writing system, just like you have Microsoft Word, but LaTeX is for scientific writing. One interesting thing that really I was impressed is one of our fellow from Cohort 1, he submitted an application in US, and his CV, he wrote it in LaTeX. And the supervisor, when he saw this, he was so amazed. He wrote it, oh, I was so amazed to see, like, you are writing your CV in LaTeX. That means you have technical background. So you see, these are some of the things we want to, make a very good first impression to any prospective, supervisor. And then we learn, data science, cleaning, machine learning, and, lastly, the deep learning. But now this structure with the way Coursera that you cannot have access to free this one, we'll structure this one and see what we can do. So you can see this is a course, learning how to learn powerful mental tools to help you master tough subject, right? You can see how to master tough subject by Barbara Oakley. She's one of the top guys that did this one. As well, this is our, Python Python curriculum. You see it's in GitHub. We do Python to lay the foundation, and that's what we will start. That means since we have different kind of journey here, we start with Python. In the Python, when we start with Python, those fellows that graduate, complete this requirement needed, the assignment will now graduate to second stage data science. For those fellows that complete and graduate from data science, will now move to deep learning. So we have 3 streams: Python, which lays the foundation you need to do data science, machine learning, and data science will lay, and machine learning, which lay the foundation to do deep learning. So you can see we have 3 stream for that. Yeah, you can see this is course writing in the science from Stanford. A lot of our fellows finish this one. You can see, for example, some of the, writing in science, some of the certificate from our fellows are writing in science from Stanford University. As well, you can see Fatima Adam certificate for this. This is Mubarak, also his certificate for Arewa data science. But also, one of the interesting thing we have is that makes our fellow, have a very good skills is that they do have projects. So one of the good thing is some of our fellows have, or our mentality is that you want to apply for scholarship, for example, or for a job. You only have your CV, I do this and do that. But when it comes to competitive around the world is, you don't just read things in your CV, show us what you can do. So we make our fellows, they have GitHub profile and they have Medium blog posts. All our fellows, they have Medium blog posts. A Medium is a way where they can go and write something and they can share. Also in GitHub, they have project where they can write what they, so we will discuss more about this. Maybe now you don't know what is GitHub, that's fine. You don't know what is Medium, that is fine, but we'll learn more along the way. You can see, for example, this is Lukman. This is when Lukman joined us, you can see he doesn't have, GitHub, I think, if he has, but it's not well positioned. You can see how we polish our, fellows. They prefer the GitHub repository, some of the things they have been doing, so that anyone, when they apply for scholarship or something, and they share their GitHub repository, people look at it, oh, he's doing, this is good. You can see he has some blog posts, all those stuff. You can see he has also Medium. So this is a Medium post, blog post, where you, write some experience what you have been doing. You can see that this is for one of our fellows, Awal Muhammad also, his GitHub and link Medium. This is one of our fellow, Farida, and her Medium post. This is Fatima, and also one of our Medium. So you can see this is something hands-on. You need to put your time and do the stuff. This is not something that, this is not like university settings where we'll follow you, do this, saying, if you don't do this, you're not part. No, this is something that you commit yourself to do it. You have the, the zeal and goal. What we are after is just to push you, to just guide you. But we never, do something like university where we say like, take attendance that you, no. At the end of the day, we just give assignment and see who actually is doing the right thing, doing the assignment, following the assignment, then he can move to the next stage. Yeah. At the overview of the fellowship, we'll have the weekly virtual sessions, Saturday and Sunday. We'll also have, mentors. You'll interact with the mentors as well in the Telegram. We'll also have, not only Saturday and Sunday, but we'll also find a day where we can, ask other stuff. We'll have a question session at the end. Just follow your question. Yeah, our mentors are PhD, postdoc, or researchers, and yeah, they will commit to mentoring and giving you feedback. If you need support or if you want to ask a question, you can write your question in our Telegram, or you can send on an email. We also have a Telegram, as you know, we have dedicated Telegram channel where we have cohort 3. If you have a question, go to that. That's where you, so for example, here you can see this is cohort 2. So you ask your question. We also have announcement where don't write in announcement. We only write announcement here. So don't write anything in announcement. We are announcement. And this is our main channel. You can see there are many other channels here. Payment, introduction, that is introduce yourself, success story, tell us what you have achieved along your journey. We have any share resources, application, and other stuff we have. But somebody can see, we have payment. So in the previous, our fellowship, we offer support to our fellows. One of the things we offer is we offer our fellows monthly data. We give 20 gig internet data. If you are not from Nigeria, you are from other part, we also support that. We know students are struggling with the data, so we provide 20 gig for data to our fellows every month. But also we provide incentive money to our fellows. So for example, in our first cohort, every month we give 10,000 to each of our fellow who is dedicated, who is doing assignment. In the second cohort, we said, no, we are not giving money monthly, but whoever finish, do some assignment, complete all the necessary stuff. In our second cohort, we gave each and everyone 30,000. We pay them. This is something that we think motivate our fellows to do that. Now, at this moment, we are not given data in the Python stage. We are not giving money as well in the Python stage. We will only give money, hopefully, if you succeeded from this first stage and move to the data science, so that we will not just waste our energy, our resources, our money and data to give people that just join us for the sake of money or for the sake of data. So we will filter people that are genuinely interested in learning, and then we support those people. We support these people that they are interested. And to make sure, to make another point, I understand some people in the Telegram, they were asking pay money also. No, nobody is paying money in our Arewa Data Science. We don't receive any money. We even pay people to, just to encourage. We even pay people, right? Somebody is asking how many months is the program. We have, right now, as I said previously, we have different structure where we have a lot of stuff, but now the structure is now changed. We need to do the Python skill for anybody who wants to learn machine learning to learn that, and then we move to machine learning separately, and now we move to deep learning. Ask question. Any question you have, please do ask. We are happy to support and answer your question. I can see we are on over time. It's already an hour, but we also have a YouTube channel where we put all the recording over there. So, if you miss a session, you can have, you can watch that one. As I said, we provide monthly internet data, but at this stage of Python, we will not be provided. Hopefully, if we got the support, we're gonna support. Right now, we will hopefully do that in the data science stage, in the next stage after finishing this one. Now what we can do, formally the program will start next week, Saturday, we'll start. But in the meantime, we have what we're gonna start before Python. We have what we call setup and installation. If you go to our Arewa Data Science page, here is the link, you'll be able to see setup. So if you want, you can go and start, we have resources, recording, you can watch recording, how you can get set up. You can work recording about, how to start terminal. So you can follow along before we even start, having those, these are some setup that you need to learn before you even start doing Python. So these are really important. I will share the link as well here. You will also have the link. I will share the slides, but you also see that we have our Arewa Data Science GitHub repository. So if you can share also some of the mental Bala or Lukman, you can share our GitHub repository in the channel so that participants can have access to that. So this is the time to have question. If you have any, I'll stop sharing my screen so that we can attempt to some questions. So if you have question, you can raise up your hand and I have Mujahid. Mujahid, you can unmute yourself, please. I'm asking you to unmute so you can ask your question.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Mujahid.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for this exciting presentation. And I'm really happy to be here with you this afternoon to hear from you. And what I want to say is Alhamdulillah for being among the members of Cohort 3. Even though I want to ask a particular question, Actually, I haven't received any congratulatory message to join the Python Fellowship of Cohort 3, but I communicated with my friend where he told me that he has received congratulatory message. And the reason why I contacted him is that I received a different message telling me to join a class of Python Fellowship Introduction class, which is going to take place today by 2:00 p.m. On Saturday, that is today. So my question is, am I still part of the cohort so that I will know whether in your register you have registered me as part of the cohort? Because I've been receiving email since last week regarding the class. Even today, I received an email with the link to join.
So just to cut, you are in since you received the email. That's fine. We will now start taking the attendance for people that join us. And okay, let me make this point clear. If you apply with a particular name, make sure you update your Zoom name with that exact name, because we'll be using that to take attendance. If you apply with your name, for example, Babangida Sani, update your Zoom name with Babangida Sani, because we'll automatically use that name to record attendance. We'll filter all the people that are not attending and then concentrate and give more, concentration on people that are attending. We'll share with you maybe a quick link on YouTube on how you can change your, Zoom name to make sure that is actually the name you apply. So, yeah.
So my question is regarding the congratulate.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. You are in. Yes.
Part of the family.
Yes, don't worry. You will formalize that. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, then thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Then my second question is the 9 weeks you said about. I don't know, the first 9 weeks that you mentioned during the presentation, is it only for Python before moving to the next stage, or is for the whole?
Yes. So this what you start now is only Python. If you know what you have, okay. So we have different applications. We have Python Programming Fellowship. This is only Python. The thing is, some of us here are applying that are not from computer science. They don't know how to program. Some of you might be might be expert in programming Python. But we want to make sure everyone is carried along. So we are starting from Python. So this is for Python only. Even if you have experience in Python, we do believe this will, with some of the exercise and other stuff that we give will strengthen your skills. So this is only for Python, and it will take like, 8 weeks to 9 weeks. When we finish, then we move to the data science and machine learning. And only those that finish this Python will move to that stage. So that is it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. The next one is Enoch Namunane. Sorry if I am butchering wrongly. Okay, let me ask him. Okay, so I'm asking you, Enoch, to
All right. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Please, sir, confirm if I'm audible.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. My name is Enoch. Excited to be part of this. I'm joining in from Uganda. So, my question is, under this fellowship, are we going to be taught LaTeX? And second question is, what are like the hourly commitments per week? Like how many hours do we have to devote to?
So okay. Yeah, thank you, Enoch. So per week, we're gonna have like sessions on Saturday and Sunday. Our expectation is our Saturday and Sunday, we're gonna have like 1 hour, 30 minutes to session. It normally lasts an hour, but we also do like go to 1 hour, 30 minutes, Saturday and Sunday. It depends on your also learning skills. Learning, pathway. If you you don't know anything about these skills, it's something new, so it may depend. So, for example, at least every day you spend like 1 hour, 2 hours to practice and to learn. That's up to you. But if, for example, some people may have prior experience, then they may not necessarily need, the time commitment. So it varies from your one, prior skills. Number two, how fast you learn. That's I can say. But what we can guarantee is we only meet Saturday and Sunday to discuss some of the lessons, which I do believe I'm thinking we will extend that and have a week, a day in a week, maybe, but I don't think we can do that because people have some commitment, but we'll find out. But for now, we expect to have, Saturday and Sunday, and commitment is left to you. You can even, spend like 3 hours practicing from different sources, trying to learn. The more you practice, this is something that, so one thing I would tell you in this skill set, data science or machine learning, it's not something that you cram or no. If you want to do great, it's just be practicing always. So it's not something that I would tell you like do 1 hour. Even no, if you have the bandwidth, if you have the time, do practice. There is no amount of time. Just practice, and the more you practice, the more you become better at doing those. So yeah, there is no single answer to what time you expect to commit. What we can say is you can commit as much as you have time to do so. Let me go to Ibrahim Muhammad. I'm asking you to omit Ibrahim Muhammad to ask your question.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for this wonderful speeches, and then I'm very excited to hear from the past cohort members about their success stories, and I hope to achieve the same feat or even more than that. So the questions I want to ask is, what are the timeline for each of the learning stream? Kind of, I want to have an overview of when is the expected date of finishing the whole program from Python to deep learning, in order to like set goals and stuff like that. And secondly, what are the learning objectives so that I will be able to track my progress during the cohort. And then thirdly, what does success look like? Because I really want to harness this opportunity and make the best out of it. Thank you.
Yeah, so the first one is right now we haven't by next week you will be able to see the curriculum and other stuff. Our expectation is the Python programming to last for 2 months. So each, as I said, is different. The Python programming to last for 2 months, and then the machine learning and data science. We have data science, we have machine learning. With that, we do expect, previously, we run 4 months to have data science and machine learning. Some people, they will just do data science to introduce data science, how to do data cleaning and other stuff. That will take you another 2 months. Then we dedicate another 2 months for machine learning and data science. So Python, this introductory to teach you the, Python is 2 months. The data science will be 2 months. The machine learning will be 2 months. But data science and machine learning, they are like stuck together, which is 4 months. Our Python is 2 months. There you can see you have 6 months. And the deep learning is for people that are interested to further their experience. So you don't need to do deep learning. It's only, for example, people that are doing research or they want to do continue to learn more. But what we expect at each and every one to have the basic one is, to start from Python and also finish up machine learning. The deep learning is optional if you want to further your experience. So this is roughly how success is we do hope at the end of the day, when you finish this program, to share a success story. So one of the things is, for example, some of our fellows right now, they got job offers. Some of them, for example, they get lecturing jobs. Some of them, they are working at Upwork, where they can get their money, in USD, not in Naira. So one of our fellows, I think in our previous session, he shared his experience where he is doing some work at Upwork. One of his first project, he got $100, which he was happy with that, which we were also happy. So there are a lot of opportunities. Some of you can, get scholarship to go and study your master's or PhD whatsoever. But the main goal at this is to concentrate on learning skills. If you have the skills, you can, have anything you want to do, depending on your passion and interest. Yeah. Good. Let me go on to Lawal Suleiman. Lawal Suleiman, can you unmute yourself and ask question?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good day, everyone. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to ask my own question. My question is, the Python program and the data science and the last part, the deep learning, are you going to give certificates separately, or you are going to merge them together as one certificate?
Yeah, so they have certificates separately. If you finish Python, we give you certificate. If you finish machine learning, we give you certificate. If you finish the deep learning, we give. So they all have their separate certificate. Yes. Let me go to Bella Abubakar. Bella Abubakar, can you unmute yourself and ask question? Bella Abubakar, we cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you, Bella Abubakar.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Bella Abubakar from Kaduna. I have two questions regarding to this program.
Go on. Bello, you unmuted yourself. Bello, you unmuted yourself. Can you unmute yourself? Bello, can you unmute yourself?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. Ask your question.
Yes, I did. Okay, I said my area of specialization is remote sensing and geographic information system. So I work with satellite imageries. We use it for classification, where we use deep learning and machine learning. So in what way program can system for my specialization? One. And secondly, after each classes, can we have the recordings of the class so that we can practice it at any time? That's my question. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, yeah, we do have for each session we do have recording. We put it in YouTube, which will also put this on YouTube. Yep. The second one, you said you do remote sensing, and what is exactly the question?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. What is exactly the question about remote sensing?
And we do satellite image classification using machine learning and deep learning. So in what way can this program help me to enhance my specialization?
Okay, so this program, teaches you how to use machine learning and deep learning at the end. For example, if you are, the first one here is Python. The Python is in no way teach you machine learning. That's the first program. We just teach from the basic learn Python. If one finished successfully, if you are conversant with Python, you don't need Python. You can stay away. You may not be able. You can say you are not participating here. When we open for the machine learning stage and data science, you apply if you're already familiar with Python. But we encourage everyone. So at the end, the machine learning data science will teach you the skills you need to train to do any machine learning, not the sensor. So when we say machine learning and deep learning, they can be used in any scenario. So for example, if you are using remote sensing, if you are using NLP, if you are using computer vision, when we say machine learning is something one. At the application, it depends on what kind of application you use. So you use the same experience applied to the area you want to do. So it can help you at the end of the day to learn the skills and also do the classification or whatsoever. So it's generic. What we teach is generic. We are not teaching like remote sensing or other stuff. But when you learn the skills, you can apply it in whatsoever domain you are interested in.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, let me go to Lawal Suleiman. And tell us where you are coming. Tell us where
it has been answered.
Okay. So let me go to Jamilu Yahya. Jamilu Yahya.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Good afternoon.
Yes, afternoon, Jamil.
It is a good pleasure for having me, seeing me myself in this great platform. Sir, my question is that based on the platform that we are going to use in taking our lesson, is it through Zoom or other platform?
So it's only through Zoom. We will do through Zooms, and we share our screen. We show you how things are, and you can do it on your own computer. While we are doing on our computer, you are doing on your computer. So that's how the things is.
Okay.
It's not in person.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, you can join.
Okay. Sir, as you say that there will be there is a YouTube channel that we will have some recordings, lessons recorded there. Please, the link of the book YouTube channels.
Right. Yeah, we will share that. Bala, you can share the link to the YouTube channel. We will, share that in Telegram.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, bye bye. Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. So let me ask Nafisat Ali Isa.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Okay, my question is basically I'm not from a from science background. I'm just from a management background, trying to find my feet into data science. So and I'm very happy to be a part of this. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
I'm very happy to be part of this platform to learn data science, basically from Python, because that was one of my major issues that I'm having. So now the class will start next week. So is there any software that we need to install before the class commences so as to keep us prepared ahead of the class? That's my question. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We will share this in our first session. That's how we will show you how to do some installation, other stuff, which help you to do that. Yeah. So don't worry about all those stuff. If you want to start learning other stuff, as I said, we do have our last year. Let me share. We do have like our last year coded session and other stuff, so one can start learning. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so let me share my screen just to show you this. Can you see my screen? Can you see GitHub? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
We can.
Oh, Doctor, can you see my GitHub before or no?
Yes, you shared it and now you stopped sharing.
What about now? Can you see my GitHub?
Yes.
Okay, so this is our previous cohort 2, previous machine learning, but now, as we said, we restructure this stuff to start with, separate things. So what we are interested, if you want to learn, start getting started, we have what we call getting started. For example, this called setup, like how you can set up and do some installation, how to install it. So all this stuff, anyone that is interested to start following the stuff, you can start from here, watch recording here, and you can follow. So I can share with the link here of this one, so that if you are interested to start before we even started, you can, because this is something that we're gonna do as a starting point. So don't worry what you're gonna install or whatever. We'll go through all of this. But if you, in the meantime, you wanna move fast, you can watch the recording here and start doing. So that is one of the main thing that we said we're gonna start with Python, because some of us here, they are not from computing background and they have a challenge with Python, and they cannot do any data science or machine learning without Python skills. So that is why we basically said, okay, we want to carry everyone along, even if you are not from computing, to just upskill you to have Python programming skill that you can use to be to have successful career in data science machine learning. So yeah, Nafisa, that's I hope I answer your question. So Jamil Wihaya, I answer your question. Lawan Hassan Adamu. Lawan Hassan Adamu.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sirs. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm actually happy to have this opportunity. And we hope that we are going to learn what we are expected to learn. Thank you very much for this. I have one question regarding issue of mentor-mentee. What is the ratio of mentor-mentee as far as this program is concerned? That is the ratio of mentor to mentee. Then also, how can we submit our assignment? Is it that we are submitting the assignment through the Telegram, or what is the way that people will submit the assignment? Because I learned that most of the practical class probably is going to be taking place in Zoom, via the Zoom. So, and the what of the assignment? So is it that after the Zoom we have the assignment, then we submit it to where? So thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Lawan Hassan Adamu. Actually, when I read the name Lawan Hassan Adamu, it rings bells to me because one of my friends, his name is Lawan Hassan Adamu. And yeah, so so your question, the valid one, number one, is how you submit assignment, right? So this is one of our prior Python, one of our fellow. This is Lukman. So assignment, we have assignment, for example, day 1, day 2, day 3. All our fellows, they submit their assignment from day 1, for example, to day 30. Can you see that? And you can see here, we teach them how to create this GitHub. It is fine if you actually don't know how to use GitHub. That's how we're going to teach you. But you can see this is the assignment. So our fellows go and track everyone's submission. For example, do you submit assignment 1, day 1? They track it. When did you submit it? Is it you submit it? Because when you submit, we say today is the deadline. When you submit, you will be able to see the date. Because this is last year, because that it didn't. If you submit yesterday, it will say you submitted yesterday at so time. So you can see this is assignment. Lukman submitted. So our fellows, we assign fellows to mentor, where we will be able to follow each and every mentee submissions and other stuff. So this what qualifies, it is a mentor that will tell, okay, this person is actually doing what is expected and he is qualified to the next stage. The ratio, that's a good question. What is the ratio for the mentor and mentee? Now, previously, I think in the last year, we have a ratio, for example, I think maybe not more than 10 for mentee, for mentor, but this, yeah. Oh, okay. But this year, I learned that we have a lot of people that apply to this program. So we want to find a way to filter out people that are not serious. Number one, those people that are not attending every day. Number two, those people that may be here just solely for financial stuff. So we say there is no fight. So we believe they will go. Number three, we will make sure that people also participate in Telegram, where when we assign you to a mentor or a mentee and you are not submitting the assignment, we'll just drop you, because this is not something that is mandatory for anyone to just be doing. This is something that we want people that are committed, that are interested. So question number one is, right now, we have a very large number of people that actually apply for this fellowship. So the mentor and mentee are this, we don't know, we are not sure on the ratio. But we promise we will make sure that the ratio will be something manageable to the mentees. Number 2, assignment. So this is something I said, how to track. So you submit your assignment in GitHub. So you can see this is, I just quickly, when you ask this question, quickly look for Lukman. So this is, you can see last year, this is when Lukman joined our fellowship, and every day he will submit his assignment. You can see that assignment 1, day 2, because we did what is called 30 days of Python. And that's, you can see how we did. So we teach you how to do this, and this is how you submit your assignment. I hope Lawan Hassan Adamu answer your question. Lawan, did am I right? All right. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Lawan. Yep. I have a question from Shamsuddin Yusuf.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. Good evening.
Thank you for this wonderful presentation. My question is, like, in case of someone has any reason not to attend a class on that particular day, like maybe on Saturday or Sunday, like somebody like me that run shift, like my work is shift, that it comes like maybe I might be on that Saturday or Sunday and might not be able to attend physically, but I will be able to manage maybe the recording that will be posted on the YouTube channel. Is there any way that I can?
Yeah, so that's fine.
Maybe.
So that's fine. It's totally fine. You can actually, skip due to some reason. That's totally understandable. But what we are saying is, some people just, may not be attending. They're not submitting assignment. So that's totally unacceptable. So, it's okay if you actually miss a session due to 1 or 2 reasons. It's totally fine. Abubakar Sadiq, can you ask a question? You can.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Sir, my question is, the assignment is used on the system or on the mobile phone?
Okay. Yes, that's a good question. So we do expect that every fellow, that's a good question. So we do expect our fellows to have access to computer and access to internet, because they will do the assignments on computer and using the internet, and they push it on GitHub, push it online. We will show all the fellows how to do this, how to send the email, how to send this to, how to send all this stuff to GitHub and other stuff. But last year, I think in our first cohort 1, we had somebody that was actually using his mobile phone, and it was challenging for him. And when he told us, because it just, I just saw his comment on Facebook that he has been learning, and he submits his assignment constantly every day, that he has been learning, but due to the challenge, he's doing his mobile phone, but he will not, but he will not surrender, or he will not give up, he will continue. So when I saw his post on Facebook, it really touched me that this is someone that he's really interested, that he also has a passion to learn. What we did at Arewa Data Science, we bought a computer for this person, seeing how, how so enthusiastic he was, but he doesn't have the access to the computer to even use that. So we bought a computer for him. He was living in Zaria, I think, as a student at university. We sent the computer to him, and he was able to continue learning from Python. He moved to the machine learning, and he successfully finished, which is something we were happy. But I'm not saying that we're going to buy a computer to our fellows right now. I'm just giving a story that one can use mobile phone, but it's better if you can get access to computer. That's how you can leverage, your experience. So we are not giving computers to fellows, but just to give you a kind of scenario where one was using his mobile phone to do the assignment, and at Arewa Data Science level, we bought a computer for him, which really helped him. So Abubakar, yes, one can use his mobile phone. We do hope you will get access to computer. If you don't have computer, do get computer. You'll better have better experience using computer than using mobile phone. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Do we answer your question? Okay. Muhammad Abdul Mumin Al-Amin. Muhammad Abdul Amin Al-Amin.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So my own question is, we have students from the fellows, we have students from Arewa University, Kano, who are currently writing exams. And sir, it is very, very challenging, sir. I'm telling you, I just came out from exams now as you speak. I just left my phone open so that I will have the attendance. I just joined the fellow now in person, but I've been online since. I just left it on so that I will be actively here, thinking that maybe it will be recorded. And since it is going to be recorded, I know I can get a hold of that. My question is,
yeah, so I understand. Yeah, I understand. So if you have exams, that's fine. What we are saying is we are not only using attendance as one of the single factor. For example, doing your assignment, fucking all those stuff we put together. So it's not only assignment. We understand some people, definitely gonna have like excuse not to attend the session. That's totally fine, but that's not the only criteria we'll use to assess people to one of the most criteria, like doing the assignment and exercise. Abdul Malik, you raised your you wanted to ask question. Go on, Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik, are you with us? Abdul Malik? Okay, Abdul Malik, it's not here. Saadati Yusuf. Can you unmute yourself and ask question?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. It is my pleasure being here. So I would just want to ask, sorry for the question, it may sound so elementary. Starting with the Python, as you rightly mentioned during the introductory remarks, and some are talking about having a computer that can give you easy to carry out the course successfully. Are we having Python as a desktop app or web app? If yes, how can we have that so that we can have in starting doing something as a layman in terms of Python programming? Secondly, yeah. I'm more of Microsoft Excel. My work has to do with Excel most. 70% of my work, especially data analysis, and I joined this to have some skills that will shape that, give it more precise and accuracy in terms of that. How can Python or this fellowship can help me in that area? These are my two questions. Thank you.
So using Excel and Access is traditional way to do data analysis. Not only traditional, but using Python and the current skills of, make it better to do data analysis. Yeah, of course, number one, your question, you need to have computer to be able to do good in this course. But what is it data, you said desktop app or web app? This is not something, this is programming. We'll talk more about this in our first lesson. We'll talk about what is programming and other stuff, but we will have, it's not something that web programming is something that you can install on your computer. So we'll take you more on this slowly to understand how you can get started with Python. So, and also you said you are using Excel. So Python is used to do data analysis, more or less like you use Excel to do data analysis. But now the world, I mean, people do use Excel currently still, but if you go to another level, you cannot use Excel. So Python allow you to do data analysis and much more what can Excel do. So that's the essence. We want to learn this Python before we start doing data analysis. In this course, Python programming, we are not doing, what we will be doing is mainly learning Python on how to do data analysis and data science. When we go to the next stage, we'll be exploring details on how to do data science and machine learning. So I hope I answer your question. Jamil Yahya, let me ask you, you raise your hand. Jamil Yahya. Jamil Yahya, can you ask your question? Okay, so I think Jamil Yahya is...
No, I don't have any question. Is the system that...
Okay, Jamil Yahya, you don't have question. Okay, thank you very much. So I think, any question? I think we at this. Okay, Abdul Jalil, you want to say something? You said you can omit and say what you want to say, Abdul Jalil. Yes, you can unmute yourself right now. I make you co-host. You can unmute yourself and say a bit about what you want.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, that's very good then. I'm so happy to see this cohort. Despite the fact that there's a lot of challenges that happens through the admission process. So many people have complaints about issues of not receiving the congratulatory measures, and there's some downfalls and some challenges which normally humans can delve into. But I wanted to just mention a lot of things. These fellowships has been graded of all my achievements in life, which got it out all my life experience from academics to employability and even up to the successes that I am proud of to say today. So Dr. Shamsuddin has been a great mentor alongside Dr. Idris and Dr. Ibrahim, which I normally reach out to them. So all these things have been that I've gotten from the Science Academy. My success will not be completed without mentioning Arewa data science in life. So I wanted to make you clearly understand the purpose behind you here. You are not, even if you're going to give $1 million, there's a lot of people that pays thousands of nairas and dollars in order to get a knowledge that cannot be even compared with what you're going to get here. I met these people as a fellow in the first cohort, which I have been exposed into different skills, both technicals and then the soft skills, despite the fact that I'm a computer engineer by background, but I expose a lot of expertise that if not because of this academy, I couldn't have get them because money cannot give it to me. So the basic thing here is that Dr. Shamsuddin has pulled me from a stage which my experience have never even reached up to that stage. That he wanted me to work like somebody who is a PhD holder. I can tell you currently now, there's a lot of emails that they look at me as a PhD holder, despite the fact that they see my achievements and all these things. They would address me like Dr. Bala and all these things. It makes me sound somehow, saying maybe they're seeing my successes and all these things. So I wanted to be taken over to look at the purpose behind all this thing after you're done. So it's just a well of motivations and advice to you. There's a lot of successes ahead of you that your eyes cannot see them now. I have been into meetings with different peoples that are beyond my control, but I just managed to understand what they're seeing in the meeting, which all these things happen because I was opportune to be introduced into this academy through the Shamsuddins. So these people that you are meeting them, you cannot be able to see them if not because of this opportunity that you're having in Arewa data science. So take and leverage the advantage that you're having now, unless if you have something different from the track of being in the field of data sciences, machine learning, but anything that has to do with AI, anywhere you are in Africa, these people are in the top positions to make you better to where you're going to. So I will advise you to stick up to and make the best use of the opportunity you have gotten. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. So Bala Mariga Abjalil, he is a program coordinator. So if you have any question or any doubt or something, reach out to him. He's there in Telegram, responding to your questions, giving you pointers. He has been dedicated and supportive in any way you can think of. So please do cooperate with him. And if you have any question or challenge, reach out to Bala. He is our program coordinator that support us. Put all this preparation, send you email, coordinate stuff, reach to us because somehow we are busy. When we started cohort 1, we are the one that coordinating everything, looking for the admission, doing this thing. But as time goes on, you see, we are somehow committed and busy. So we ask volunteers to help in one way or others. For example, we have, we have many other people that are helping. For example, here we have Falalu here, who is also helping us. We have Abbas Adam here, who is also helping us with, graphic design. All the design you see all the things you are sharing on LinkedIn, like, you are saying, I joined something is the one helping us. So this, you can see the community is just volunteers who just work to, offer their hands to see that things are. So we are happy if you have any skills that you think you can offer to us, for example, no matter what it is, this is community, reach out to us. Okay, that I'm expert in this. I can help in the community. What does that mean? If you join and, give your hands, you learn one or another. We share the learning skills. The more, we know your participation, you also learn from us, we learn from you. So this is community support. We are happy if you want to help us in any way you are, as you can. So thank you very much. I see we are running into 2 hours, which is something too much. I will take the last question from Nehemiah. Sorry if I give you, the wrong name. Nehemiah, I can ask you to unmute yourself, for example, please.
All right. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon. So sorry, I wanted to ask in regards to the training. For some of us that our systems are like desktop that hardly last for about 45 minutes, can we follow up with our phones? Then later on we can do the work on our systems. That's just what I wanted to ask, Doctor. Thank you, sir.
So, right. Your phone lasts for 30 minutes, right? Or 45. So what we can do, if your phone, is not good to support you, we always put recording online. You can watch those things. But what we cannot allow is if you cannot do assignment, other stuff, that's something that we cannot waive. You will have challenges. This is Nigeria, right? It's Nigeria. We understand the challenges. Right now, I do understand in Nigeria, there are a lot of challenges of power. The grid is down and whatsoever. I do understand all those challenges Nigerians are facing. I do believe maybe if I can say 98 or 95% of us, of you guys here, you don't have electricity right now, because I understand, as I said, it's a challenge with the electricity in Nigeria right now. The grid is, is down and other stuff. So that's expected. But we can do live, or we can do better in any condition. And sometimes, the difficulty you face make you stronger. Sometimes when you are in adverse condition, that's when the best out of you can come. If you stay in the, in your comfort zone, in the, where you enjoy, you may not try to, but if you are stretched, in a way, sometimes you best of you can come. So we think we will do great. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sierra Leone also you have, no, oh my God. So, yeah, that's in Africa. So we understand that, but we can't do anything. For example, we cannot buy you a phone. We cannot buy you a computer, because we have like 100 some people. So this is not something. We are not government, for example. We are just, just like you, but we want to put our effort to impact to the community. So do whatever you can to learn when you have time. Yeah. So you see, this is a program. Somebody is calling Adad. He said he just joined. How can the program run? How is so? You see, we cannot come back. What we can do is we'll upload the recording and put it on YouTube. So if you are interested, you can, listen, go to the YouTube, because there are a lot of things that have been said, and we cannot come back and now give you a summary because you just joined. So please do join in your own time. You say you joined very late. We join also. We know we are joining. We have a lot of stuff. I have commitments. I have deadline, but I, put effort to come over here to see that we deliver this stuff. So please watch the recording. When the recording is up, Bala Merigab will share the recordings so that you can have access to that. So thank you very much. If there is no question, I can say thank you for joining. Keep asking questions in the Telegram. If you have many other questions, you can send us an email, and we do hope to see you next Saturday, where we can formally start the program. Yeah. Thank you for attending this kickoff event. It's really great to see a lot of you here. And yeah, thank you. Yeah, no class tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello.
Can we have like can we have like a screenshot of the members?
Yeah, as well. Tomorrow we no class, but we can come together. I think if we have some questions, people do have questions to ask or something like that, but we don't have tomorrow formally to hold a session. We don't have that tomorrow, but we will. It's possible we can come tomorrow. To be here just to try to answer some questions if you have. So I'll be able to attend tomorrow. I'm not sure, but we'll write to you if we'll be able to attend tomorrow to support you answer any question. But I can see right now you say there is no question. So yeah. Okay. So thank you very much for attending. We see you. Bye-bye. Thank you.